Understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is shewed the treasure of immortality.
For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcometh the world? But he that believeth that he is the Son of God. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Jake about to live, man. Jake about to truly live forever. And how we going to tap in? Through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is going to lead us into eternal life. This wisdom is going to bring us into the kingdom of heaven, which starts with the elect. In Lord's will, we are those men. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and verse 17. And it reads, for the very true beginning of her, and her represents wisdom. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So this wisdom is going to bring us into the kingdom of heaven, because it starts with the Lord's men. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O you kings of the people, honor wisdom, that you may reign forevermore. You see? So we're going to reign forever. Lord's willing, we are part of the elect. We about to tap into everything, man. The Lord is going to upgrade us into the knowledge of everything, man.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and their sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today, they're dealing with the book of Obadiah, okay, a letter, all right, to Edom, okay, because it's a spirit, you know, we in the time of Purim, all right, and when you go into Purim, going back, all right, to the history dealing with the book of Esther, all right, with Mordecai, okay, refused to bow, you know, to Haman, the Amalekite, okay, and Amalekite, you know, plotted, you know, to destroy, you know, Mordecai, and the Jews that was within the Persian Empire. All right, the Southern Kingdom, within the Persian Empire. So Purim goes into the rivalry. There's another account that deals with the rivalry of Esau and Edom. Okay, and we have to understand now we're at the time where that rivalry is going to come to a head, and it's going to be settled once and for all. Okay, and Yahweh Shai, he's going to put an end, okay, to this back and forth between Jacob and Esau. Okay, Yahweh Shai, of the descendants of Jacob, the descendants of Israel. Okay, he's that champion, all right, of our people that's going to come put an end, all right, to this ancient rivalry, man. Okay, and we're in the build-up of that time as Esau, plans to double down on his kingdom, with his technology. Okay, taking everything digital, with the AI, and, the C hip. Okay, his mindset is he's going to double down. Okay, he's going to prevent, Yahweh Shah from ruling in the earth. Okay, well, he's going to fail. Okay, and we have scripture after scripture. That's just like we went into the other day. Me and the brothers went into E has already lost. Okay, and you go all throughout the scriptures. Okay, there's no good news for this guy, Esau Edom. All right, this nation of people. Okay, he's pretty much at the very end of his blessing. Okay, that was given to him by Isaac, and now we're in the time of the grand finale. All right, of Esau Edom. Now let's go here to Genesis 25. Just go into their rivalry. Okay, now this is Genesis 25 and 21. It says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, all right, his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So the children struggled, all right, together within her. So it was a war in the womb, okay, of Rebekah. Okay, she was pregnant with these two nations, these two nationalities, man. All right, Jacob, all right, which would be the progenitor of the Israelites. Okay, and Esau, which would be the progenitor of the Edomites. Okay, so their rivalry, okay, started in the womb. Okay, so as you go to verse 23, it says, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, who came out first? Jacob. Shalaki, Esau. All right, which will make him the elder. All right, so by default, the elder shall serve the younger, which will be Jacob. And now we're in the time when this is going to be fulfilled. We had these devils, down before, but it wasn't the fulfillment of this. Okay, it was as a prelude. You see, you go to the dark ages, East, we was up. Okay, but this here is going to be on another level. All right, we're going to have these devils in complete captivity. All right, this time around. Okay, and then one people that's stronger than the others is obviously Jake, man. Because even with all the odds stacked against Jake, Jake is still here. All right, Jake is still multiplying. Jake, is still able to maneuver around the obstacles to a degree. Okay, so the people that's stronger is Israel. All right, and the elder that's going to serve the younger is Esau serving Israel in the kingdom before he's done away with. All right, which Obadiah, goes into this. Okay, now let's go back to the book of Obadiah. We just read down, go into a few things, but let's go here. All right, now this is Obadiah. All right, verse 1. It's only one chapter. So it says, Edom will be humbled. Okay, Edom will be humbled. All right, and right now the devil's at the peak of his pride. All right, because the Lord has this man set up for failure. All right, because he's going to be humbled greatly. Okay, and in the midst of this third world war and the return of Yahushua, all right, from the elites, okay, down to Joe Sixpack, there's a great humbling coming to the nation of Edom. Okay, now it said the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay, and we're gonna because it says a rumor. Okay, and we know when you go here in Jeremiah, it tells us over time a rumor going to a circulating story. All right, Jeremiah 51:46. And it says, "And lest your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler." So this man's downfall is going to be through war. All right, it's going to be a world war where these nations, all right, go at it. Okay, you got nations under the umbrella, of the West. All right, and what you see now, America being, it's like these nations under the umbrella of Russia to go against, the Western powers. All right, EU, America, these small hats. Okay, and what America is doing is even isolating itself, from the EU. Okay, so when it's all said and done, America is going to catch the brunt, okay, of this war, this violence that we're going to see from this war. Okay, but there's been a build up to this war with circulating story after circulating story, but eventually it's going to be all out war, ruler against ruler. Okay, we're going to see these nations take the gloves off. Okay, and Yahushua spoke, okay, of these times. All right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 24. In verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Okay, because we've been, reporting on wars for years, but the end is not yet. You see, but we're in the build up to it. All right, things are constantly escalating, what you call the escalation level of war. Okay, and it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Okay, and this is leading to Esau, Edom being greatly humbled, because everything that this devil has established is going to be thrown down. Okay, his enterprise that he's spent centuries and trillions of dollars, okay, to try to establish is going to fail. Okay, this is Obadiah 1:2 said, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." And you go into this word small. Okay, I have made thee small. The Hebrew word is quartan. All right, quartan in the Hebrew, which means small, insignificant, unimportant. Okay, and this is these nations, all right, are putting themselves in position to where they don't have to depend on the dollar, all right, as much. Okay, they're putting themselves, in a position to be ready to defend themselves against, America. Okay, militarily. You see, so America, once had that boast of being the standalone superpower, but now, all right, the sway of power, okay, that balance of power has been shifted, and now you have nations, okay, that are formidable opponents, all right, against Babylon, man. Okay, the wickedness, the treachery. Babylon is known for not keeping their word. America is known to just being these pompous assholes when it comes to politics, man. They just throw their weight around, double cross, triple cross. Okay. They just have their way, man. Everyone suffers and America wins. Well, all right, these nations, okay, have positioned themselves and put the Lord put the spirit on these nations to put themselves in the positions to where, hey, they okay, can do something. Okay, it was a time when they was powerless against America, but now they're in a position to where they can do something because America has been Esau's powerhouse, man. You know, it's how the elites have bullied the earth, through America, man. Okay, so you go here to Joel, all right, and we get that in Habakkuk too. And Esau's pride has him deceived, to the point to where he thinks, he's all right, unbeatable, unstoppable, man. But that's what the Lord wants from Joel 3:9. It said, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So it's the spirit of the Lord, okay, that's putting war in the earth. All right, it's putting these nations in their militant mindset. All right, having these nations war hardened, through all this conflict that they've, endured under, the American hegemony. Okay, and these foreign militaries, either the men, okay, or these foreign militaries are of a different breed, because they've had to, live and survive under the American empire tyranny, man. Okay, now you read verse 10, it said, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. All right, so as these weaker nations have strengthened themselves militarily, okay, they don't look at America the same anymore. All right, and as America is falling apart for the world to see, all right, these nations are emboldened, man, and they've invested a lot into their militaries, man. Okay, especially dealing with Russia, arming, and supplying a lot of these weaker nations with weaponry. Okay, so and then we'll get this in Habakkuk. All right, 2 and 5. All right, this book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. All right, and always associate this man with being prideful. Okay, as we know, what comes before destruction is pride. So the Lord, has this devil, gassed up. Okay, intentionally, man, because when you're prideful, you get reckless, you get careless. Okay, and it says neither keep it at home. Okay, all over the place. The American, military, has a foothold. Okay, throughout the earth, man. Over, it's probably close to 1,000, military bases now, all throughout the earth. Okay, he's always in the midst of some conflicts. You always have 1,000 Marines there. 500 Navy SEALs here. 10,000, troops here, stationed here. Okay, he's everywhere but at home. Okay, it says, who enlarges his desires hell and his death and cannot be satisfied. He gathers unto him all nations and heaping unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long, and to him that laden himself with thick clay, man. Okay, because the earth, all right, these foreign military, these heathens, okay, along with even, Russia was there, Edomites were there, of another nation than America, okay, which we know that, for the longest, America has been enjoying the resources of the earth while the earth, is suffering, man. You have third world countries while Americans have abundance, where they're throwing food away while people are starving. Okay, where they're giving money away in game shows, okay, while people have no shelter, man. You see? And America lives a decadent lifestyle to where they just constantly spend, okay, more than they bring in. But the fact that they have the Federal Reserve note, okay, they just keep going in debt, keep printing more money out of nothing and going in debt. All that military spending and going in debt. Okay? Because for the longest, America's motto is we'll bomb our way out of it. You know, it said, verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the ruin of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Okay, so now this is the spirit that's on these nations, okay, to rise up, okay, and vex this place, man, and spoil this place, and it's gonna be through missiles, man. It's gonna empty this place out, okay. And this is the beginning of the fall, all right, of the Esau Edom, you know, because America, you know, it has been his stronghold in the earth, okay. Now, let's go back to Obadiah, okay. As the book of Obadiah 1 and 3 says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay, and this man's habitation, okay, that dwell up in the cliffs of the rocks. You look at these, you know, this man's infrastructure, okay, just like in Petra, all right, this man, you know, likes to dwell, you know, in the rocks and them caves, man. Okay, the true caveman, but he just put a suit on, shaved, okay, and made the caves look cute with these skyscrapers, man. All right, these high rise, you know, these CEOs up in the, you know, top suites, okay, these buildings, all right, to the point the elites got, you know, space stations, okay, you know, so his mind, he's lofty, man, you know, going to the eagle that looks down on every other, you know, everything else because it flies the highest, okay. This man's technology, you know, is through the roof. So this man is like, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay. And this is how he's moving in the earth. Like he's unstoppable, man. You know, because this man talks and make plans as if the Most High doesn't exist. This man talks as if he's not written for judgment. The way this man moves and has all these plans and agendas and 2030 and this and that by this, and you know, we can do this, we can create a fake sun, we can, you know, all this madness that this man is on because he thinks that he's beyond judgment, man. Okay, verse 4 it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, and like I said earlier, this man, you know, even has like space stations in the atmosphere, okay, satellites, weaponry in the atmosphere. Okay. So this man, you know, the Lord has allowed this man, you know, to go in on the left hand side. He to have access to particular things, you know. But even though he built himself up so much far beyond any other heathen, the Lord gonna bring this man down. All right. The Lord wanted Esau to get built up just like this, man. You know, he wanted him to have all this military might, all this technology, all this infrastructure in the atmosphere, all this, man, just so he can bring it down and showcase his power. Okay? You see? Let's go here to Romans. You see? This is just Rome 2.0. Esau is everything 2.0. You know, it's Babylon the Great. All right, it's Babylon 2.0, the Roman Empire 2.0. Okay. Ancient Egypt, you know, 2.0, man. All right. This is Romans 9 and 15. It says, for the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Okay, so just as ancient Pharaoh, you know, was allowed to become a superpower, okay, as the children of Israel was in captivity under Pharaoh, under the ancient Egyptians, the Lord has allowed Esau to put himself in that same position, man. This is going back to the Lord putting his man in slippery places, man. Okay, and when you're proud, okay, and you think you got it, Esau doesn't even see. He's in the same position as ancient Pharaoh. He's the superpower in the earth. Okay, he has, the tribes in captivity. All right, and he's ignoring the prophets just like Pharaoh ignored Moses, man. You see, so this devil is in the same, all right, predicament. All right, but pride had this man blinded. Okay, keep going, and it says, verse 5. It says, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Okay, and this is showing this man is going to be completely, all right, emptied out. So the Lord is giving an analogy to, like, even robbers, when they come through, they might leave, going back into, people that will come, and glean your fields, robbers. Okay, the gate gatherers, they will leave, a few grapes, but if robbers came, they would take just what they can, carry, but now the Lord is like, nah, I'm going to empty you out, because I think if you go into, let me see, the NIV, is it NIV? Might be the NLT, let me see. Yep. It says, this NLT says, if these came at night and robbed you, what a disaster awaits you. They would not take everything. Those who harvest grapes always leave a few for the poor, but your enemies will wipe you out completely, because America's going to be a desert. You see? Going to be wiped out completely. Okay, it ain't just going to be a rubble of buildings, and you can tell, with this building, as the scriptures say. Matter of fact, let's get that in Isaiah 34. Okay. You look at what American military does to these infrastructure of these other nations. They just pummel them and turn them to rubble. Okay. Well, what the Lord is going to do to America, he's going to completely clean this place out, man, to where the like scripture say, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, so let's read this in Isaiah 34:5. It said, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down on Idumea. All right, and Idumea goes into who? Esau, Edom. Okay, and I'd like to look this up in the blue letter, get that word Idumea. Okay, make these prophecies stick to the devil. All right, Idumea. Okay, which goes into what? Edom, or descendants of Esau, speaking to the whole lineage of Esau. Okay, you Edomites in America are going to get the worst. Okay, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse. All right, to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, which are the missiles. All right, it is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord had a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man. Okay, so America is the one big altar, man, ready to be lit on fire. Okay, and you stupid ass, simple ass Americans, all right, you simple niggas here too. Okay, because you're going to partake in the judgment of Idumea, man. Okay, you simple niggas. All right, you got now out of pocket nigga women. You're part of the lambs and goats that's walking around this altar proud. Okay, in oblivion. All right, with that blank stare. Okay, you're walking around. All right, in the lake of fire, just waiting on the fire, man. Okay, it says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and it says, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made, all right, fat with fatness. For in that day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of the recompense for the controversy of Zion. Okay, and that's that big, and this is that big payback, man. Okay, the year of the Lord's vengeance, man. America is gonna be cleaned out. Okay, this beast system is gonna be obliterated. All right, the military of the earth, all right, are gonna be destroyed by Yahweh, man. All for the controversial Zion, which is his memorial to Zion, the elect, man. Okay. Um, let me see. Uh, yep. Read verse 10. It says, "It shall not be quenched night or day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever," which for a long period of time. All right. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and never be inhabited. Okay. It just be a memorial. What happens? Okay. What happened to the last rebellion? Because this will be the last, all right, great rebellion in the earth. Okay. It'll never get to this point. All right. It says, "But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and raven shall dwell in it," which are desert animals, "and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness." Okay, the line of confusion. You're not going to be able to tell, okay, where New York was. All right, where LA. All right, it's not going to be any infrastructure to indicate where you at. It's not going to be any, landmarks. Everything is going to be completely desert and melted, okay, into nothing, okay? And there's going to be the Lord showcasing his power. You see? So let's go back to Obadiah, verse 1. Verse 6. All right, Obadiah, verse 6. It said, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How art his hidden things sought up?" Okay? And the Lord, you know, timed it to where the devil would eventually be called out, exposed. Okay? This is what we're seeing now. You know, how was the thing searched out? Well, the Lord put a spirit of exposure in the earth, starting with the prophets. Okay, now the scripture says even his own tongue shall fall upon him. Okay, to you where you have all these alternative news sites. Okay, everyone who has a phone, even if they, a lot of people are off, on most things, but even if they write, like a wrong clock twice a day, this man is being called out. All right. And it says, verse 7, it says, "All of the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him," man. So everyone is going to turn, okay, on America, man. Okay. Even the nations, all right, that were in league with this place, and mainly the EU. Okay, and you go here to Revelation, it speaks on that. All right, because and Trump is that guy, that's gonna isolate this place for their destruction, the way that he's moving. Our Ratazar. Okay, now the main allies of America is the EU. Revelation 17 and 16, it says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast," which these EU nations, okay, "these shall hate the whore," which is America, "and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Those nukes, man. So even EU nations are going to nuke America, man. Okay? And these nations are all, and Esau is all about double crossing, man. When they get this new world order to a certain point, you're going to see knives come out in the form of missiles. Okay? And these devils are known for stabbing each other in the back and always plotting and scheming over their own empire, man. Okay? And just to prove, because going into they that eat thy bread, all right, because you go here to all right, America's dealing with the EU. Okay, so you go here, it said the United States and the European Union are the world's largest trading partners and have a highly integrated economic relationship. In 2023, the EU, all right, and the US traded over 1.5 trillion in goods and services. Okay, so they that eat that bread, okay, is mainly speaking of what these EU nations, man, because a majority of them EU nations are nuclear capable, man. All right, have nuclear capabilities. Okay, so uh, going back, all right, to Obadiah. Put it back to Obadiah chapter 1 and 8. Okay, it said, "Shall I not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau?" Okay, which you're going to get into this, a little bit later on tonight, which you go into the wise men, which you go into verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Okay, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, thou shalt be cut off, okay, forever. And that day thou stoodest on the other side, and it's going back to that ancient rivalry. Okay, in the day that the strangers carried away captives, his forces and foreigners into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. And this is when the Babylonians, all right, were taking us down. Okay, and we're going to get these accounts and these devils help. All right, and Esau was even recorded as destroying the temple, man. Okay, and we're going to get there. It said, "But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people, which is Jerusalem, in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of calamity." So it's going to that specific account. All right, when these devils aided the Babylonians, man, they pretty much turned. All right, because you go into it, Judah, and Edom had pacts, but as the Babylonians rolled, all right, they turned. Okay, because Babylon, was becoming a superpower in the earth in that time. Okay, dominating that region. All right, and Edom turned. All right, and aided. Okay, Babylon. Okay, as they ransacked the temple. Carried away captives. Edom. Was an aid, was an assistant in that. Okay, neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. So it was pretty much like a U.S. Marshals, man. Okay, aid in the Babylon, man. Slave catchers, aids in that spirit. Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of his distress, man. So the Lord goes into that account. All right, because even the Lord remembers everything is noted. Ain't about it. You read the scriptures, man. The Most High remember specific accounts, man. Okay, even when you go here to First Samuel, and then we'll get those accounts dealing with the temple. All right, First Samuel 15. Okay, First Samuel 15:1. It says Samuel also said to Saul, it said, "The Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in a way." All right. when he came out from Egypt. So the Lord is going into Amalek and how they did us on the way to the land of Egypt. They wouldn't let us go by the king's highway. Okay, they came out, and harassed the women and children. Okay, they was at the back of the convoy. Okay, there's been some demons, man, some assholes, man. And the Lord remember that. Okay, and this is what he told Saul to do. It says, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all they have and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. Okay, and the Lord is in that spirit again. Okay, and this time it's going to be Yahweh Shai that's going to be carrying out that mission. Okay, so let's go back, because you go to Psalms, going into that account. All right, as King David is in the spirit, speaking of Edom. Okay, this is Psalms 37:7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, or destroy it, erase it. And these devils have always wanted us to erase as a people, man. Going back from that struggle in the womb. Okay, Esau didn't want Jacob to be born into the earth, man. Okay, erase it. Cain, took it out Abel. He wanted to erase that righteous line. He wanted to erase it, man. Okay, and these devils still have that same agenda today. All right, and we're finna see them come forth with that agenda. But the Lord gonna come forth with his agenda, man, and erase his ass, man. Okay, it says, "Oh, daughter of Babylon, linking Edom to Babylon." All right, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us. Okay, and see, the Lord gonna put it in the Lord's gonna switch things into where we got the ups. All right, because our punishment, this devil has had the ups. We've been subjugated to his wickedness, man. Okay, but as prophecy unfolds, okay, we're gonna have the ups, man. Okay, this man's gonna be removed from power. His military is gonna be destroyed. America gonna be a desert. And this man going into captivity. The remnant of these devils going into captivity. Okay, and it's gonna be 1,000 years of getting that lick back, man. Okay. Let's go back to Obadiah. All right, and I want to get this too, just to prove that it was the devils, all right, that played a part in destroying the temple. Okay. So you get this in First Ezra, the 4th chapter, starting at verse 45. All right, this is I started at 4:44. I started 43. Said, then said he unto the king, this is Ezra pleading to the king of Persia at the time, remember thy vow which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem. All right, building the second temple. Petition to build that second temple, in the day when thou camest to thy kingdom, and to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart when he vowed to destroy Babylon, and to send them again hither. Speaking of sending Israel back. Okay. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. Okay. So it's on record, all right, that it was the Edomites that played a part in dismantling the temple, burning the temple, man. Okay, helping round Jacob, aiding the Babylonians, man. Okay, and the Lord All right, he has all that, okay, to account. You know, everything that this devil has done is going to come back in a moment. You know, and he's going to be through. All right, Obadiah, all right, verse 15. It said, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall turn upon thy own head," man. All right. So you beginning with you Edomites and all you heathens, man. Okay. Let's get this Jeremiah 30:16 real quick. Okay. Jeremiah 36:16. It said, "Therefore all they devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey." Okay. So the Lord, all right, is going to make things right. You know, heathens, you know, they, you know, had the ups. Okay. On the Esau, Edom, you know, these heathens have enjoyed, you know, having their own little thing on the Esau, being able to partake in, you know, this Edomite kingdom and, you know, have a seat at the table. Okay. While Israel has been the prey, Israel has been the spoil. Okay. But now it's time for all of them to go into captivity. All of these heathens, man. Okay. And be a prey. You see? So I'll go back to Obadiah, and that day is near. You see? This is verse 16. "For as you have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance." Okay? "And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." Okay? Going into their lands. All right? Going into them. You see? "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Bashim al Shah have spoken it," man. So there's gonna come a time when this devil, okay, is gonna be eradicated out the earth. There will be no more Edomites in existence, man, after that 1,000-year period. Okay. You see, you know, we're going to go back to our land. Okay. These Edomites and he's going to be in captivity now. 1,000 years. Esau is going to be eradicated, man. Okay. And let's get some more precepts to go into that. This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse I started at 17. It says, "His remembrance, okay, shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings." Okay, so there's a nation that's promised, that's prophesied to be eradicated. This Esau Edom. Okay, you go here dealing with Babylon. All right, because the nation comes through the men. Okay, so you cut off, you know, son and nephew. Okay, that's the men of a nation. You know, and these devils have been trying to, you know, restrict, you know, our numbers forever, man. Okay, but the Lord gonna show him how to get rid of a nation, man. Okay, Isaiah 42:1, it said, "Prepare." It said, "Prepare slaughter." Okay, for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. So it's not going to be a renaissance after 1,000 years. Esau make this comeback. You know, he popped back on the scene like Rambo. Nah, man. Okay, when this man goes into captivity, he's going to be eradicated. That's going to be it. Okay, he'll never build. Esau won't have no infrastructure after this. After this third world war, Esau would not build anything. He would just be used for labor. All right, the Edomite man, woman, and child are going into labor. All right, and they're going to be eradicated. Okay, they're not going to fill the world with cities. They're not going to be able to establish, okay, any type, okay, of infrastructure or civilization in the earth again. It's done. Okay, so for I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, the son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay, so this devil as a nation has an expiration date. Okay, and it's going to begin. The countdown is going to begin. Okay, in the kingdom, day one. All right, that 1,000-year countdown to extermination, man. Okay, it says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. Okay, and this is us getting those lands. Okay, us going back to those lands that was promised to us, man. Okay, which these heathens have now. All right, these Palestinians, these small hats. Okay, these Ishmaelites up there in Lebanon. Okay, different heathens all throughout their region. They're just describing Gilead, Ephraim, which is ancient Samaria. Okay, it says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, which when you go into the map, all right, let me read verse 20. It says, and the captivity of the host of children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shephar, shall possess the cities of the south. Now, just to get a quick look at it on the map. Let's get the map out. Yeah, so you go here and look at the map. So as you can see, all right, and that's the kingdom of Judah. Judah had this to the south, and you had the bottom of Judah, you had Edom. Okay, so we're going to possess all this. Okay, what you have over here, Tyre, Zidon, going into those Hamites. We're going to possess all this whole coast. Okay, and everything going east. All right, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gaza, all that. We're going to possess those things. You got Trump thinking he going to build a Mediterranean Las Vegas and Gaza, because you remember Trump is a real estate guy, so he's talking about America coming to get Gaza. All right, he thinks that he's going to set up, Atlantic City in the Mediterranean, man. Nah, man. All right, and Judah shall dwell in itself. What the scriptures say. So, going back, let's get this last precept. And it says, and saviors, okay, the first fruits shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, so this is how this ends, man. This is the gospel, the good news. Okay, that's why we don't have to march against Esau. We ain't asking this nigga to be equal, or begging this nigga to stay in his neighborhoods, begging to eat with this nigga and be included in the, in the Oscars, and why black people can't host this, and no, nigga, damn that. Okay, this is what we await. This is our expectation. Okay, not no damn trophy or to be included in something that this nigga got going on. Okay, so that was the point, but just want to go to that whole book of Obadiah. So Lord will you, brothers, all right, and you sister, that edify once again. I'm gonna give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations, and hope, Shalom.